Okay, so let's start formally. Today we'll do, as I mentioned, number one, we'll do some market outlook on the usual markets. We'll do this weekly. Sorry for some changes in timing because I know my mate went to Indonesia, so I can't really do evenings for this 1 or 2 weeks. But definitely we'll still do recorded one so that you all can review it when you get home or at your free time. So today we'll do two things: some general market outlook, and also number two, we'll start to share with you how to read myfxbook. I think this is something that many of you want to do. So we'll go to that in a while. For those who don't know what is myfxbook, I thought I'll share with you as well. So let's divide this session into two parts. One, some market outlook so that you can take a look at some trades this week. Two, we will look at myfxbook and see how we can uncover some good things over there. Okay, so let's look at the indices first. Indices, I think last week we were spot on. Remember, I told you Hang Seng in H4. Don't really remember. Ever since, okay, let me just clean this up first because I all the, yeah. Remember Hang Seng since about this area, which is here. I told you MACD is going downwards, right? So, and the faster blue histogram is below zero. So from here onwards, I remember telling you, hey, this is not so good. And I think, oh, that's what we didn't do. This, we were here last week, the previous week. Yeah. So I think I mentioned to you how to read it right. So you see, previous week, histogram was still high. So still bullish. But you see, after, so if you are trades over here going long, traders here will have been stop up. All right. The moment it goes under zero over here, you have to change your mind from the yellow box here onwards, right, to all shorting. So if you do your proper risk management here, yes, there will be a loss over here. And from here onwards, you will have made some good money. So as of now, still bearish because histogram is still down. So we will maintain our bearishness on Hang Seng. But if you look at Dow, a little bit of different story over there. Dow is very difficult to trade right now because of two reasons. Number one, the whole action, this piece over here is very choppy. And this choppiness is also being confirmed by histogram on the MACD. So you see histogram sometimes below zero, above zero, below zero, and So you have the MACD also swinging up and down, but no choice. If you want to trade this at the moment, currently at this moment of time, you have to feel that it is a slight short, and you go to your H1 and find signals. And hopefully, usually for such cases, it will break out quite violently to either side. Just like you see Hang Seng, silent mode for a while over here or silent mode for a while, usually it will break out to one side. Okay, so indices right now, Hang Seng a little bit weak, Dow a little bit weak. We have President Trump coming back and talk about trade wars again a little bit here and there. But the general situation has not changed too much in terms of fundamentals. Probably if you look at dollar, this is one pair that I'm very interested in at the moment, sterling. We have some news on sterling. Okay. Let me see whether the news is still there. Usually for those who are new over here, usually for news I like to use CNBC. So if you look at the headliners for today, it says that White House is they may meet again, Trump and Kim. So nothing much, but this is the one that probably I'm looking at for today as a headliner in terms of for the forex. So you see, EU is sending sterling. EU, these guys has some comments and send sterling to a 5-week high. They are saying, in short, I don't need to go to the article. You can read the article yourself. In short, they are saying that there's some movement in the Brexit deal. They're going to settle it. So this is bullish for them. So I don't care so much about fundamentals. I just want to look at the headliners. Oh, okay. There's somebody talking, making the pound going to a high. And I will always reference back to the chart. So whenever I read, a lot of people say, oh, read news, and then they'll just read news. So they don't know how to act on the news. News has no meaning unless you can monetize it. So I repeat again, for traders, for us, we monetize news, we monetize technicals, we monetize whatever tools we can find online or in our favor. So the key thing is, hey, okay, there's a trading idea here. Maybe sterling is strong, but I cannot just buy sterling like this without any risk management, without confirmation on the technical. So I'll look at the chart. Hey, I see good technicals over here. MACD is bullish. correct? I see week by week. By the way, this is H4, so this is 1 week. This is another week. So you see, why is it a 5-week high? If you draw the boxes, you draw 4 or 5 boxes, you see? Why is it a 5-week high? You know from the news. I draw reference again. News says 5-week high, right? Chart, indeed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5 weeks range. And if you draw the range for 5 weeks, the 2 horizontal lines represent the range, the trading range for the whole of these 5 weeks. So we are near breaking out of this 5-week high. We have had positive momentum over here. Currently, I'm bullish on this pair, sterling versus US dollar. So what do? We can go to H1. Look out for any, where is my parabolic? Yeah, look out for any signs of technical indicators that can break. Okay, currently it's already, this is bullish. What you can do is, there's a resistance over here. Wait for parabolic to turn down, and after that, take a signal to go up. Or you can use other oscillators or other indicators to take the trade. Also can. So these are just general trading ideas. This pair currently is bullish, as verified by H4 as well. If you look at other pairs, I think Aussie is particularly weak. You look at Sterling versus Aussie. Aussie is being slammed, Sterling is strong. So across the board, I see some Sterling strength over here. And so this is what I can consider. If I want to look at one more pair, I can look at Sterling Yen. Again, looks strong, good, positive momentum on the MACD. So this is how you find higher probability trades. This is what I do on a day-to-day basis. I may be very busy, but all these things can be done on your phone. So I don't play games. A lot of people know I don't play games. I don't do a lot of things on my phone. I just clear my email, do my work, I just trade. In trading, if you want to trade manually, right, you need to love trading and you need to like trading. What I always recommend is with technology nowadays, you can actually start to use different kind of artificial intelligence. You can copy good traders, find good traders, or even find, if you are higher net worth, you can find good traders to trade for you. But always have a good manual account as well, so you sometimes just want to have itchy hands. You can take a small trade here and there, so that but it won't hurt you if you have a small account. So we've completed indices. We have some FX trade. Maybe we can take a look at 1 or 2 more major asset classes. Let's look at oil. Oil a little bit bearish. All right. It has reached a good high over here. Okay. But ever since MACD went below, we have a good downtrend. And probably currently it's still down. So we have to continue shorting over here. If you look at bigger time frame like D1, we are pretty high. So not a bad place to short actually, in my opinion. If you draw a few trend lines over here, this and probably this. In D1, you have some good trend lines coming to support oil, but you have some room to short probably until here. If we manage to break below these 2 trend lines to here, I think it will be a major reversal. And this looks a bit awkward, but it may look like a little bit like a, head and shoulders, look like a little bit like head and shoulders over here. So oil is, in a crossway right now. H4 I think is a bit bearish, so you can short all the way down here. And if it breaks, I think long term, then these 3 peaks, or for head and shoulders, will be verified. And from here, definitely, I think you'll be shorts coming downwards. Move the black box. I don't have any black box over here. What black box? I don't have any black box on my screen, so I don't know what black box. Any black box? Do the others see a black box? Have black box or not? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, you can see the charts. Participation box. Let me see. I don't have any box. Let me see. Do I have any box? I don't have any box over here. My screen, no. I don't have any box. Okay, give me a minute. Minimize on my own screen. Give me just 1 minute. Can? Is it better? I don't have any more box already on my screen. The only box I have left Yeah, I can't control your screen. But okay, generally just now what I mentioned, the few trades, okay, right? Yeah, let me maximize it. So we have sterling, which is strong, right? I mentioned right, sterling, which is strong over here. Strong MACD momentum, 5 weeks high. We have headliners on sterling as well. So we have fundamental news coming out on sterling. We have technicals looking good, looking to break out here as well. So I think sterling looks good for the moment. And of course, Hang Seng, won't open in a while, right? Won't open in 1 minute time, 9:15 usually. So bearishness over here. Dow Jones choppy, but slightly bearish as well. Then we have oil very critical. I think H4 wise, let me just repeat again. You have some bearish momentum over here for H4. And you all don't draw my screen. I see you all start to draw my screen. You all just relax. You all don't draw anything on my screen. Let me just remove it. Clear all drawing. Yeah, don't draw my screen. There's no need to draw my screen. Okay. Now, so we have oil having H4 4-hourly charts having some bearish momentum. If you look at D1 with the daily time frame, we have some trend that's coming to support oil. So you have a bit of room to short in the short term until here. All right. Yeah, there's some support, and if it breaks, you can continue to short all the way down. As I said, if it breaks, I think this head and shoulders pattern in the daily chart will be confirmed. Sterling, yes, it's at resistance, but we trade the trends usually. We trade short-term trends because I trade usually H4 and H1. So resistance-wise, yes, but it's just a weekly resistance. This is not a very strong resistance. It's just last week high. So yes, it's some resistance, but I still favor the longs definitely over here. If I look further up D1, I don't think, there's some resistance or support, period support over here. But as I said, if you want to trade short-term momentum, definitely the news and current price movement, if you look at H4, right? Current price movement, current news is in favor of longs for this. So yeah, I agree it's at resistance or support level. But however, if you take shots at this level, you will definitely be counter trend again. It's almost confirmed counter trend. Counter trend from the news, counter trend from everything. So it depends on what you want. You can skip it straight if you feel that if it's at resistance, no issue on that. But I look across the board, sterling has strength definitely. Sterling yen has strength. Sterling Aussie definitely has strength. So sterling across the board looks to be appreciating against the majors. So which is good generally. Okay. Let's look at one more. Let's look at euro. This is euro at the moment. You see why I say. Let me just clear out this thing. Why I say probably sterling has strength is because you see euro in H4 as well, same time frame. So you compare apple to apple, having negative momentum. So which means dollar is gaining against euro, but you see sterling is gaining against dollar. So definitely, what I can at least say, if dollar is common factor, sterling is definitely stronger than euro. So euro a little bit sideways action over here, but if you want to favor, I will still favor the shorts slightly over here because of momentum. So interesting pair. If euro is weak, sterling is strong. What should we look at? Euro, sterling. And you will find, not surprising, this pair is down. So this is how we can find trade ideas as well. If we have usually common denominator is dollar, we will see who is appreciating against dollar, who is depreciating, and we can trade the cross pair from there. In this case, let me repeat again, we have sterling appreciating against the dollar. We have euro depreciating against the dollar. So naturally speaking, euro is weak, sterling is strong. So euro versus sterling naturally will be down, confirmed by technicals as well. And this pair we can try for shorts in probably the H1 time frame. Okay, you have crude oil as well. We have done it already. Let's look at gold probably. XAUUSD. This is gold. Let's look at 4-hour time frame. Gold. If I look at D1, you see, there's a slight trend line over here. It broke out. I think the trend line is more obvious than H4. So you see there's a trend line over here. Just adjust. I think this is a better trend. Yeah. So we have a trend line over here. We broke. We consolidate over here. Consolidation, right? And we can form a channel over here in H4. Right? Something like that. And if you are a true technical person, you'll find that this is actually a bull flag. So this is the flagpole, this is the flag itself, and this is a bull flag. So If you just purely look at MACD, we are having a little bit of downward pressure. So how to trade this kind of situation is we can still use the MACD and trade the downward pressure, which is this sideways, maybe the H1, we can trigger with stop loss definitely. But longer term picture, the bigger trade might be waiting for this to break out. And for MACD to go above zero again, then take the longs from here onwards upwards. Because I see that it has already completed the downtrend. There's an impulse first wave over here. This choppiness over here is consolidation, or we can, if those who are very familiar with stock and shares, to me this looks a little bit like an accumulation, and from there we break out from here. But of course, currently not right to go long yet because we still have short-term downwards pressure over here. Only after this pressure is relief, preferably with the relief of this downward pressure plus the breakout of this channel, then we can start to take longs probably in the hourly period with whatever triggers you like. Which if you like stochastics, if you like MACD again, you can use MACD again. If you like parabolic, like I do, why I like parabolic? Because at least whenever there's a trigger, it gives you a place to either trail your profits or at least a place to place your stops. Do note that the ad-hoc status do not give you a place to place your stops. So your stops may be needed to be placed at the last low or at the last high. Okay. So this is gold, we've done oil, we've done some indices, we've done some forex. Maybe have a look at euro yen. You see euro yen also a little bit in this kind of situation. We have this good run over here. We have some consolidation in the channel over here. Currently still a little bit bearish. However, if this can be relieved upwards, coupled with a break of this, I think this pair is bullish if these two conditions happen. That means MACD turns bullish and we have the breakout upwards of the flag. So I think more than enough pairs to trade. Let's look at dollar CAD, dollar versus Canadian dollars. Canadian dollars look very, very weak. We have dollar over here again, having a good run. Now we have consolidation over here. Still bullish in my view because if you want to couple it with technicals over here, definitely looks bullish to me for this pair. So you have dollar against CAD looking bullish. You have dollar losing ground against sterling. So I think it's pretty clear cut what the currency is trying to do this week. Aussie I think is weak as well. Look at Aussie. You see, Aussie is also very, very weak. Okay, sorry, give me a minute. Aussie is also very, very weak if you look at this whole move over here. Okay, same thing, justified by the negative MACDs and downward pressure as well. So if you look at the situation here, we have Canadian dollar weak, Aussie weak, so which means the commodity currencies are generally weak against the US dollar. And if you have so many people, US dollar appreciating against quite a few major currencies, and you have sterling strengthening against the US dollar, so which means sterling is very strong. Sterling is really very strong. So from here, we want to actually look at sterling pairs and take something from there. So any other pairs I look at is quite an easy week to trade in my view because many of the trends are pretty clear. We don't have much change in trends. So I do think it's quite an easy week to trade. And in terms of easy week doesn't mean profitable week. Easy week means clear-cut trends. I don't need to go and guess what is it about. Northern payroll also clear. We don't have much on the calendar. Let me see whether we have much things on the calendar. So for those who want to look at economic calendar, forexfactory.com. And let's see what we have for this coming week. So you want to click over here, you can actually filter by this week, apply. And if yours has different color, it's because there's a filter over here. I only want to look at the red news and also the public holidays. Because why? At least public holiday, I know which market is closed, then I won't go and trade the market, right? Red one means high impact news. The rest are not too concerned. So red news, you look again, sterling in focus. There's quite a few sterling news coming out. Sterling again in focus. So if you believe in big boys or big guns, positioning themselves before all this, right? You have people coming out to say sterling is good. You have sterling news coming up. So I usually will take the position of following the trend. I don't want to be counter trend usually until the trend changes. Okay. So again, you see that you have Carney speaking over here. You don't have much going on in the US except for some retail sales, but we do have euro rate coming up. So Thursday, a big day, we have sterling and euro rate coming up. So definitely, if you want to trade, just like I mentioned, euro versus sterling, right? There's a few ways to do it. Today is Tuesday. You can trade until Thursday, do the 3 days trade, and you can try to close out the trade if it's profitable. If you really want excitement, you can hold the trade until all these news comes out, and I think you'll really move for euro versus sterling. So you can see from the calendar, I think it will be sterling and euro that will be moving this week. Of course, we may have Aussie moving tomorrow with Aussie's version of the non-farm payroll. Right, Aussie's unemployment rate out as well. Aussie is weak at the moment. So if the numbers are no good, I think Aussie will continue to go down. Okay? So you see relatively clear-cut week as well. You have clear blue skies to trade euro and sterling until Thursday. So that's why I say it's relatively easier. Because in the non-farm payroll week last week, usually Monday to Thursday, it will be quite choppy. Because everybody wants to wait for the non-farm payroll out before taking their trades. So I think this week, easy decision week, quite clear cut. Everybody just want to do this. Gold, I think, has some potential to break out on upside over here. So we'll see. We'll see. Any pairs that you want me to look at? I think generally I covered most of the markets that I'm personally interested in. Okay, if you want to look at one or two more stocks, look at Tesla. I think Tesla this is what I call a trader stock. Because why? The movements are big. But you have to be fast, you have to be nimble and switch from shorts to long very fast. Remember this box was here, I think we mentioned that if we have MACD coming down over here, we have some shorts. So you see very, very fast. From 320 to 1250, that's around a 20 to 30% move. Very, very fast. Okay, somebody messaged me once, dollar yen is here. A minute. Dollar yen. Dollar yen just changed trend. If you look at this, we have an up move here. We have a small channel over here. Okay, we have MACD just turning upwards. So you have a bit of room to go long, to execute, and hopefully it breaks up from here. Again, if it breaks up from here, and this goes up, more convincingly, of course now it's just turned bullish, so I think it's looking quite good. You have a bit of room over here, probably 30-40 pips, and after that you have hopefully it breaks up, then I think it'll be quite a big move over here. Bigger picture, probably you can aim until near here. So if it breaks out from here, you have a good 100 to 120 pips to aim for the next resistance over here. So not too bad for dollar yen in terms of the bulls. Okay? Okay? Anybody else wants to give some pairs? If not, I'll spend a bit of time. I'll talk a little bit on myfxbook now. I think there's a lot of interest in this. A lot of people have messaged me in feedback. They want something. So I'll just maybe use, let me see, this guy. Okay, this guy. So this is myfxbook over here. This is one of the. So let me explain what is myfxbook first. So myfxbook is the world's so-called leader in auditing and for traders to post up their trades over there for people to view, for people to verify, for people to copy, for people to follow, whatever, for whatever purpose. So this is the so-called 公认 in Chinese site where people try and find good traders and everything. But I think there's a lot of issues over here in myfxbook and a lot of issues in manual trading. So maybe I'll talk a little bit of broad situation first. So a lot of people now trade on their own. They do analysis for educators, maybe like me, or use a market outlook here and there, and they try and trade. there's a lot of issues over here. Number one, when you try and trade, you face a lot of emotions, you face a lot of up and down. You're affected by external factors like family, time, a lot of things. But main thing is emotion and discipline. So you may not, you may have a good strategy. So strategy and analysis may be good. So for example, you look at a lot of news, look at a lot of things. So your analysis, you can talk about the market situation, you can talk very well. But when it comes to execution, a lot of people come to a mess. And that's why there's a saying why 80-90% of traders lose their money. So that's one. You still can trade on your own, no problem. But so that's one. They also feel that the manual traders also feel that, hey, I can do better than the robots. A lot of robots also also a lot not so good, a lot of things. So I'm not going to cite either side. It all depends on, to me, it all depends on your personal lifestyle and what you want. Then you deploy what you can. What I mean by that, so for example, you are a full-time guy, you are very free, no matter what, you're retired a lot of time. You see, I executed one of my robots executed something. Okay, don't care, don't distract you. So you want to trade manually, your dream to become a trader, sit down there, multiple screens, no problem. So you go ahead. End of the day, this is for fun. Another group, you may think, hey, I have a lot of funds. I want to trade on my own. I also want to deploy some artificial intelligence here and there. Where do I find? So there's a few ways you can do it. myfxbook is a good way because number one, it's a very verified website. It's a valid website. And there's a lot of ways that you can find good traders over here. I'll talk to you about a few traders that I personally use and monitor. A lot of people also, but anyway, there's millions of traders over here. Now, please don't just go in there and just whack and just anyhow look at, hey, this one looks good, wait for the profitability. A lot of people, by the way, a lot of manual traders or a lot of people who are copying or using EAs always use profitability as their main criteria. Nothing wrong, profitability is an important criteria, but in my view, it's not the most important criteria. If you are a trader, you must, number one, be very mathematically inclined, or even if you're an investor or fund manager, you must be very mathematically inclined. You must believe in probability, and you must believe in statistics. Even the top, I came from banks, the top people in terms of the bank people, the hedge funds, everything, traders, prop traders, everybody plays on probability game, statistics, and risk management. These three is not about profitability, because why? If you have statistics, you have probability in your favor, you have proper risk management, you have diversification, all these things, right? Profitability is the result when you do the front things right. So a lot of people, the first thing to look at myfxbook, and now I draw a reference to you, and the first thing you look at myfxbook is gain. They like to see, wow, the more the better, 1,000%, 2,000%, even lucky better. But have you ever thought this 1,000, 2,000% can be done because the trader is very aggressive, just whack the whole account in one trade, suddenly he's lucky, he got it right, the account doubles or triples, he do one more time, also lucky, so 2 times lucky. Then after that, the third trade you copy him, he whack the whole account, and after that the whole thing dies. So you must understand, good traders also lose money. I also lose money before, whether I'm manually trading or when I'm copying traders. But at the end of the day, I don't look at the gain or loss. I look back at, did the trader do it correctly? Did I do it correctly? Or what can I do to improve from that? I never look at the losses, because why? Look at losses doesn't help. Okay, everybody is saying, I lose money or win money. They always come to this stage. The retailers always come to this stage. Everything that comes out from their mouth is lose money, win money. Lose, they score until you die. Win, they say, yes, and they go and celebrate. I'm the best trader in the whole world. So I hope if you slowly know what I'm doing, or slowly watch the webinars, you understand that, again, I stress it's risk management, it's statistics, probability, and the trust in the probability or statistics that will bring you profitability. Win or lose is not important. You know why? Because win or lose is a result. Result depends on what you do upstream. No use one. A lot of people say, lose money, this trader no good. But I think sometimes lose money, the trader is still good, because why? It may be just a bad streak. Now, so gain, don't look at it first. So I slowly go through. I cannot go through everything one shot, but maybe I spend 15 minutes just to give you a start first. And slowly, if you're interested, you can email me or WhatsApp me or WhatsApp my folks, and we can help you tell you further how to do this. So, okay, let's look at this part from the top. Easily, this is the name of the trader. So, Net Profit is one trader that I follow quite closely. I like his style, but I got pros and cons. I don't want to say everything is good. So, I lost money with this guy before. In fact, one period last year, he lost quite a lot. Later, I share with you. It's a real account, okay, and MT4, the usual, and everything is verified. Okay, so usually when I see myfxbook, right, I don't like to see here first. All these are about the gains, correct? How much I gain. I'm not too interested in that. I will just usually look at, okay, generally his growth is good. Enough already. To me, just browse the equity chart. Okay, looks good. But this is just something to get me attracted first, but not just to blindly follow. I will always go down here where I click on the history. Only by looking at the history of every single trade, then you truly know what the trader is doing, and you truly know whether this guy does risk management, whether he punts or anything. Now, look at this guy. We just do one page. Okay, this is the date he opens, this is the date he closes. So he usually, 10 of September he opened, 11 close. So you see, 7 he closed. So his trades, number one, I can see very, very short. Right? Lot size, every time he opens about 0.25, 0.27, 0.28. So lot size, consistent. I like consistent traders. I like fast one. Why I like to copy very fast traders in myfxbook is because, number one, fast trades I cannot do personally because I'm on the go. I travel, I run businesses, I do a lot of things. I can tell you, fast trades, if you execute manually, right, you tend to be very excited, you tend to be emotional. It's like your adrenaline will take over. So I rather have somebody or some kind of artificial intelligence executing for me that I know from their track records they are very consistent. So very consistent over here. Average trade length, this guy only takes 8 hours and 18 minutes for each trade. Good, bad, not too bad. You can see the longs you do 73%, shorts you do 73%. Very consistent over here. Okay. So history, there's a lot of page. I usually like to randomly click. Okay, so I click number 4. See, very consistent again. The trades again, very consistent. I don't care about a lot of people straight away. This whole table, they like to only look at what? They only like to look at profit, which I don't like. A lot of people always ask me, this trader profitable or profitable? The moment they ask me this as a first transaction, I straight away say, amateur. In my heart, So next time you meet me personally and you ask me, hey, so which trader good or profitable? So in my heart, I will think that, yeah, you're still amateur. So I would rather ask me the question, so which trader is disciplined, risk management is okay one, stable and everything. This is the kind of question that I know that you are in here for a long run, you are not here for punt. So I don't look at here, not important. Because I know that if this guy trades consistently and places stop loss, I'm going to mention, and places the stop loss every time he trades, this one got potential to be one of my trades. So you see, I like fast traders, average trade length very fast, every day open, every day close. Lot size consistent, every day have stop loss. Then after all this, so I analyze things on top now. So after, okay, good, looks good, risk management is good, the trade length is good, and I'll look at here. This is month-by-month performance over the years. Some traders only have 1 to 2 years record. This trader quite long. That's why I like this trader a lot, because why? Very consistent lot size, all have stop loss, not too bad. Let's look at year by year. Let's look at 2015, he started in December. Not too bad. That month he did 4.6%. 2016, wow, very good record. 2017 was the year that I started using him. So this is the time where I give you the bad news. If you found this trader in 2016, wow, very nice. You see, risk management, very good. Lot size, very good. 2006 record, very good. Up to here, anybody have any objection about this trader? Any objection? If you were me, you will choose him also, right? if I tell you these are the few main, guidelines, I think that's important. You will choose him as well, right? Now, then after I say, hey, this guy good, not bad, I see everything do sweet. 2017, what happens? Pop, you will scold me because first 2 months lose. Now, these 2 months losses may be worse in intra-month. You know what I mean by this? This is losses booked at the end of the month. So at the end of February, he booked a loss of minus 0.35%, which means intra-month maybe worse. Intra maybe he was down 10% and he recovered to 3.5%. And then if you followed him based on 2016, 2017, you follow him for 2 months at the start, you will throw on the egg at whoever recommended you this trader, and you may give up. After that, this person came back, and after that came back, right? So you see, I had this friend who I recommend this guy to him, and then he said not bad, can follow. Then he followed 2 months. And then he told me, lose money. You recommend the recommendation, I cannot make it. You also cannot make it. So he feels that number one, my recommendation cannot make it. I also make him lose money. And after that, I said you continue. I said for me, because these 2 months when he lost, I look at his records and everything is still as per normal. He didn't take extra risk. He didn't deviate his strategy. He just did whatever he did, but it was just a bad month. So I look at overall statistics. I said, okay, fair enough. You have to carry on because why? Statistics takes time to play out. I continue. I make money over here. And he said, wow, you make money again this way. Yeah, come back this way. Come back already. On form already. Okay, I follow you. After he follow me, again, pop 17.7% down. And tell you this is the down of the down month. When during this month, those who traded with me on that, I tell you, I got quite a lot of abuse in that month. Nothing to be shy about. I told them I also lost money, man. I also lost money in the first place. So to me, I continue, and after that, okay, recovered a little bit, lost again, recovered a little bit, and 2021 I continue. You see, but overall in a year, if you take overall in a year, you have about -5, last year -22, -32. So negative is -32. Then you have about, let me see, 22 plus 30, and you have 43, 44. So I actually still make a bit of money, because I go through the whole thing. But anyway, you need to take note, this is not perfect execution, because you know why? This when we copy or when the records over here, there are slippages and everything. So plus minus. Anyway, this is 40 something versus 30 something. Let's take it as I break even. The rest of the 10% or 5 to 10% went to slippages, went to whatever. Because it's not perfect. There's nothing perfect, because you know why? When the trader executes, this guy, he executes in the wee hours of the morning, which is around 3-4 a.m. 3-4 a.m. is in between market open and market close. There's a lot of slippages and the spreads are usually higher in that period. So he trades that period because he found an edge in that period. But there's a trade-off because the spreads are higher. Doesn't matter, I make money already, right? Overall, he made money in 2016. 2017, if you're the kind of people who wait for on form, then you go in. You see, on form, then go in, die. Then on form, then go in and die again. So retail always lose because they always look at current profitability and not statistics or risk management or the long run. Everybody always tell me, don't worry, I'm here for the long run, right? Don't worry, I can take loss, right? Don't worry, I can do this. Then when the real thing comes out, okay, you said your long run, you said you can tahan everything right, then let's go through. In fact, what I do is I even, sometimes if I think that the trader is still good, I will even top up during the losing months. You see, if I top up here and top up here, next month immediately, both my sums make money. So if you're the kind where, okay, so let's look at the retail. Retail will do this. 2016 is good. 2017, I copy, lose 2 months, I run away, miss out the good months again. After he comes back, he make the retail will say, okay, yeah, I want to copy again. Then I pop 17, run again, recover, didn't enjoy. Maybe these 2 months positive again, and say, yeah, this trader is back, I copy again. Then pop, you die again. So the retail always end up copying the bad months and don't copy the good months because they simply cannot follow through. The moment we have a bad month, usually I can tell you, I meet a lot of people, investors, traders, or anybody, just my friends. Whenever they have a bad month, they will say, this strategy don't work. this trader don't work. Everything is don't work. Then they never spend time looking at statistics. They never spend time looking at the risk management. Never spend time looking at what went wrong. They just say this thing is wrong, this thing is bad, but they never ask themselves what exactly went wrong. So final year, which is current year, nice or not? Very nice. So if you sit through the whole of 2017, you sit through the whole of 2018, you are profitable. In fact, very profitable. So far, it's been quite good for me with this trader. No choice. I give you another example. This guy over here also trades the wee hours. 2015, nice or not? Nice. 2016, overall looks good. Then again, if you start in 2017, somehow in the second half of the year, some traders went wrong. So you see, if you didn't copy this guy for the first half of the year, second half of the year, these 3 months, you are down a good 20-30%. 2018, so maybe barely, let me see, it barely break even, plus minus a little bit. But 2017, second half, wasn't a good year for this guy. But overall, is he good? I think overall he's still good. You just have to release the stats. Again, if you look at the history for this guy, I take away I usually don't look at withdrawals, deposits, I don't look at all this, I just want to look at his buy and sell records. Again, consistent, very fast, every 12 hours, averagely he completes the trade. There are stop losses, very consistent, very, very nice. Lot size, very consistent as well. See, lot size. We don't want lot sizes, sometimes we get slightly bigger here and there, but still acceptable. We don't want lot sizes to be like suddenly 0.1, then 1 lot. Then 2 lots, like martingales. You know martingales? 1, 2, 4, 8, keep doubling up. This is the kind that you go to casino, you should die on. Very nice. So these are the few trades. Okay, this one, let me see. This one also, let me see, Oh, see the enter for me. Okay. This one, also very nice. Nice, this one, very nice, right? See? 2018 haven't have losing month, okay? His history, history private, now he keeps it private. But you see, in 2017, he didn't have a good time also. He also had some winning and losing months. 2018 was bumper month. 16, overall is positive, but you see that he has some down months as well. So you see, good traders also have up and down. At least what I can see is this guy has 5 years of good records. So whenever in fact, these are the kind of histogram that if you are trading manually, you should be having some up and down histogram as well. But what is important is you should have history like this, consistent trade size, correct? Consistent, roughly the same time. So if you are taking 2 to 3 day trades, every time should be 2 to 3 days. And from there, you can see, so there are good hit rates as well. This guy even better. Yeah. See? This turtle, right? Look at him. Never had losing month because his strategy a bit more risky. He has a little bit of irregular trade size sometimes. Because if I filter by lot, you see, something he can start very small and he can end up very big. So sometimes these kind of risky traders, we also can try, but we can put less funds with them. So just to sum it up a little bit over here, how do we do this? I think number one, there's a few strategies. Even the way you copy has strategies. Number one, maybe I choose one trader. I just keep putting in 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Every month I put in 2,000. So that in the whole year, I enjoy the winnings and I enjoy the losing. I just hope overall I make money over here. So every month I keep putting in funds so that I enjoy ups and downs. Second, I put one sum, I leave it there for one whole year. Maybe I put 10,000, I just leave it for one whole year. And I monitor every month, did this person deviate, win or lose, I don't care first. Did this person maintains kind of trading style? If he maintains, I trust him because he has 4 years. Because why? 1-2 months of losing cannot beat 4 years of data. So I always trust 3 to 4 years of data instead of 1 to 2 months of losing. So if everything is still the same, I will continue with this trader. So I mentioned two ways you can do it. So one, every month I pump in 2,000, 3,000, or 1,000, up to you. Two, I put one sum, I leave it there, and I hope things statistics and probably play out in my favor as per normal. 3, you can split your sum across a few traders. So I say I have 50,000. Okay, I choose 5 traders. I said, this guy I like a lot also, but I only take his forex trade. So you see, copying is okay. Now I go to something more advanced. Copying also has customization. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I find a good one over there, I just copy it. Not like this. This guy, if you can see his records, right, he trades these US pairs. So he trades US dollar. Oh, excuse me. He trades US dollar and he trades gold. But I don't like to trade gold, mix gold in the same account because the leverage and everything is, the way the lot size calculation is different. So I take out gold. And so I can actually filter this trader such that I only take his forex trades or dollar trades. Yeah, it's still loading. And the system can actually filter for me, hey, if this guy only trades FX, what will his equity curve look like? And what will his history look like? So you see history, not bad, quite consistent, right? And again, very fast trades. Track record for this year, not bad. Last year, you see, if you copy this guy end of the year, you need to stick some hit over here. So you see, if last year you did copying of these few traders, this guy lose, this guy also had a lose, this guy confirm lose end of the year. See, so you have a bad second half of the year, and you say, yeah, this few I give up. So a lot of people actually give up these few traders last year. I know because in the same industry we also talk about these traders. A lot of people say, originally they're good, but now they're also good. So for me, I look at their trades and I continue, I expanded and we made back the money and became positive. So 2017 also good. 16 not too bad. So, but overall, I think 17 he still make money. If you look at, we have 14, 9 here. This 9 can be mitigated with this. Yeah, overall, he made money in 17. 18 definitely is positive at the moment as well. So, you know how to do already, right? As you know how it works, right? Now I tell you even what, so the last part, I let you digest, so if we can go further in the next session. The last part over here, I want to tell you is even more aggressive way of doing things. Now, you can have one account copying one trader. If you are aggressive, you can lose your capital, that kind run, right? Anyway, I can tell you, a lot of manual traders are very garang traders, right? From the way I look at them, they can risk a lot on. So my view is this, if you can risk a lot in your manual trading, you trade and you don't get results, right? What you can do is you have one account, which I do for some of my more aggressive accounts. I can load 3, 4, or even 5 traders in the same account. This kind of account, very fast win a lot of money, and very fast also the whole account can go burst. Okay, but it is very exciting because if you look at why I do this in terms of one of my portfolios, because statistics is in my favor, right? In terms of these traders, I already look at them, they have risk management, all that is in my favor. So if you want to deploy a few trades in one account, you must make sure you have a few tranches of money. What I mean by that, you must make sure, okay, at least I have 20,000. I go in, or maybe at 24,000. Every month I go in 2,000. So 2,000 I go in. If I'm sway, lose, I 2,000. I keep doing this. It's like going casino and keep gambling, but gambling in your odds. So statistics is in my odds. I just keep doing same amount every month, and I hope statistics favor me. It's what my friend in China always say, 看老天喜欢谁咯, see the gods like who. We have done our part to go with, to get the statistics in our favor. The rest is up to fate in the markets. Because why? If I'm unlucky, I always copy the part where 2017 is no good around here, then it's just my luck. There's no choice. But if you spread across 12 months, 24 months, you just keep going at it, I think you have a good chance by deploying these systems. If you want, so this is just basically, so what you can do is you can just take a look at the website first. If you want to know how to deploy all these things, because we deploy this system specifically at Harbourfront. So at Harbourfront, I deploy the whole, a lot of people don't want a Harbourfront office. I have Harbourfront office, I just run these servers and computers to just, having different permutations. Some I combine 2 traders, some I combine 3 traders, some 1 trader, and just continue to deploy them. Also that generates by itself, and I keep finding new trades and good trades. So I have one whole list. These are just some of the basic traders that I have. So if you want to find out more, you just contact me, let me know. We can share with you more privately on this one. So any questions on this one? I think the recording is quite good for this one. So a lot of people will get started on at least myfxbook. So don't go anyhow and go and search myfxbook by profitability and you see. You need to really analyze it, run it. Sometimes even I tell you the last part. Even if you find a very good trader, you say, wow, this thing very good. Sometimes because of the way they execute, you might not be able to mimic their performance. Because when they exit or when they trail, for example, this guy maybe have a trailing stop. So when you have a trailing stop, the stop loss is being moved dynamically upwards or downwards. As it moves, because the broker you use might be different, so the broker might have different feeds or different spreads. So when you trail, you may be stopped out halfway with the trailing stop, but their one still run. So no right, no wrong. So the only best way to do is you better try out traders that you are tried and tested one, because doesn't mean you look at it's good, then you never. It's like, for example, this is what I call 纸上谈兵. At least you see, oh, this is a good trader. But the real execution comes when you run this trader for a few months, you know the characteristics. Then it works or don't work. Then you know. So the ones that I share with you over here are the ones that I already tried and tested. If you want to run them on my servers or whatever, just let me know. Contact me and I can share with you more on this one. Okay. And for this, all is FOC. Now it's just sharing. I don't charge any hosting or anything for this, because I'm doing it on my own. It's just by the way only. Okay, so there will be no charges for this. Some of them even charge, I know, things like profit sharing or whatever. No, I don't really take all these things. Okay, so if you need anything on this, let me know. If you trade manually, you need some help, also can let me know. Okay, Ken, if okay, I have another meeting in 5 minutes, so very rush day week for me. This is an F1 weekend as well. I'm going for F1 for 2 to 3 days. If you're going for F1 also, let me know. Maybe we'll meet each other somewhere. I'll be at the Singapore Cricket Club watching the race. So if all is okay, thank you very much. It's recorded anyway, so feel free to view it. And if there's anything, just message me, message Lindy. We'll assist you from there. Okay. Okay. Thank you.